Yeah, I was gonna do a stream no matter what. I decided to do a shorter one tonight. Sorry if that upsets you guys, but there's just some stuff I want to get done. So it's not it's not like you're gonna be starved for content. I'm working on. Oh, what's up, Nadia? Damn, you got here quick. Everything good with you? Dude, I was watching the Eagles game and I was like, it's not even worth watching right now. Like I have it open in front of me now, but it's literally over already. Have you read any Dostoevsky? That's what I picked up today. It's pretty interesting so far. Damn, lost the link. Okay, my bad. I was just sending it to the Discord. But yeah, what's up with you? Everything good? I don't know. I feel like super productive today, so I'm only gonna be on for like an hour-ish. I would say sometime around then, and then after that I'm gonna get some work done. I want to read a little bit. I want to write a little bit, and then I want to get to bed at a decent time. You haven't read any Dostoevsky? I read Crime and Punishment in high school, my senior year. That light's too messed up. I gotta find blue light blockers that don't shine. Maybe it's the ring light though. But I read Crime and Punishment in high school and I liked it, but I wasn't really into philosophy. But now that I'm more interested in philosophy, that I think I'm gonna like it a lot more. But I picked up notes from the underground, and it's interesting so far because it's not just a story. It's kind of like ramblings, I guess you would say. It's like any philosophy book where he's just kind of deconstructing society, and it's I don't know. He's one of the few philosophers of the more modern era that's not an atheist. So it's a refreshing perspective. He's still obviously critical of society, but instead of nothingness as a solution, instead of you have to give yourself meaning, it's you find meaning through God, which is I tend to lean more to that. But I mean, again, teach their own, teach their own. But yeah, no, it's interesting so far. I wish I had more to say, but I'm not through the book yet. I really just started reading it. But I just spilled water. That's what this is all about. It's all about exposing yourself to new ideas, finding new ways to think about things, and maybe not even adopting them. Maybe just understanding them from the perspective of like, okay, this is one of the greatest minds in history. He viewed the world this way. Maybe I should, at least see it through his lens. At least see what he was talking about. I think that's a more interesting perspective than just ignoring it or not exposing myself to it. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Anything good? I started I started writing the 7 Hermetic Principles. It's gonna be so fun. I got like through like 2 or 3 of them, I think. So that should be out later today. I'm gonna try to get it out later today. But yeah, that's just what I'm working on right now. Got a few more things in the works, but nothing like set in stone. How about the Cowboys though, right? It's so funny when like a team's losing and they pan to the crowd and then there's just like full grown adults just crying. It's just like you can be upset about your team losing, but like to the point where it ruins your day, that's a little sad. Yeah, Notes from the Underground is from what I've read, the first like 80 pages is just philosophy. and then the rest of the book is a story. But I'm pretty sure it does really it like does it justice. It's not just like I don't know. There's very few authors that can weave in any sort of depth with a story. So Dostoevsky's one of them. I mean Nietzsche was. I think he said that the only psychologist he could ever learn something from was Dostoevsky. Yeah. What's up, Manchi? I hope I said that right. My bad if I didn't. I looked at it and I was like, I don't know. Did you ever read 1984? Yeah, I read 1984. 1984 is a good book. Um, Maybe I should review it honestly. Um, I don't know where my copy is. That's the one thing holding me back. I don't have a copy on me. But it's a good book, and it's obviously about government overreach, and it's interesting to see how well Orwell predicted basically what would happen. And I'm not saying that we live in an Orwellian nightmare. Like there's certain parts of the modern day era that is kind of Orwellian, but at the same time, it's so weird to see that he would predict that the government would spy on you, that they would basically, force people into thinking bad ideas and then arrest them and then torture them. Like it's just like it's it's really weird and it's almost haunting how well he could predict it. So it's interesting from that perspective, but I don't know if it's that great of a story. I think it's more so meant to be like a message, not a story. Mike Tyson or Logan Paul. Dude, I hope Mike Tyson. I mean, it depends what kind of Mike Tyson you're getting. Like, the thing about Mike Tyson was when he was focused, that dude was something else. But, like, when he wasn't focused, he was something else, but something else in a bad way. Like, he's the type of person where if he can set his mind to something, he's going to accomplish it. But if he can't, then. And again, he's 60 years old, but I still don't think you can count out one of the greatest fighters ever. Like, George Foreman was top level until he was like 45. And I'm not saying that, it doesn't decrease with age, but if Mike Tyson can hit Jake Paul once to the body, that power doesn't go away. That body shot power doesn't go away because body shots are all mechanics. Like it maybe the other shots, maybe the uppercuts, maybe everything, like he won't have as much power in his legs, but it's more so the precision with Tyson. In the shoe truth. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Elon Musk, but in his Joe Rogan podcast, he was saying that like there's all of these government organizations that have Orwellian names, and it's just like it's when he was like naming them off, I was just dying. Affordable Care Act, Patriot Act. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's the thing. It's like you could say age, but it's still Mike Tyson. That's the thing about it. Like I don't care how old Mike Tyson is, he's still gonna be a motherfucker. And it's like maybe if he gets past the fourth or fifth round, he's not gonna be able to really keep pushing on that pedal. But like first two rounds, dude, I think Jake Paul just has to run away. And they're only 2 minute rounds too, right? I saw that somewhere. The 2 minute rounds, so that's gonna make a big difference. That's gonna make a huge difference. Because the difference between 2 minutes and 3 minutes in a fight is like night and day. It truly is. Like genuinely, like a 3 minute round's hard, a 2 minute round's easy, and it doesn't seem like a big difference. But when you have to hold your hands up, when you have to move, when you have to defend yourself, when you have to try to be aggressive at the same time, it's rough. Even 1 minute rounds, like you'd be surprised how long they feel. Like if you're just going at it, if you're just circling, if you're literally getting the shit beaten out of you, like 1 minute round is a very long time. It's it's not as easy as everyone says, and it's like literally just spar for 3 minutes, and I'm telling you, you'll be like, all right, now I respect fighters a lot more. Like I can't imagine doing a 12 round fight. I can't imagine doing a 15 round fight, or in the UFC 5 minute rounds. Like, do you know how long 5 minutes feels? Like it's brutal. When is the fight? I thought it was called off. I think it's soon. I think it got postponed, but. again, you can find an athletic commission that's going to sanction it. Like, just go somewhere overseas. The thing about fights is, like, there it's such a dirty game that you have to sanction them. The government has to get involved. Like, what other sport does the government have to say you can or can't do this? It's Friday. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, Sun Tzu's right about pretty much everything. I like The Art of War. It's a really good book. It's interesting to read The Art of War and think of it in terms of like the corporate world, in terms of the modern world, in terms of certain ideas, because it really does have a lot of carryover, even if it's just not warfare. It's just there's some fundamental parts of human nature in it, which is it's interesting to see the parallels. But again, it's not one of those books that I'd be like, you have to read this. Like it's a good book, but it's not essential. A book I would suggest more though is the Book of Five Rings. That's a really good book. That book's more so about individual combat, about individual strategy, and the lessons and the teachings are more applicable to the individual. Carry it with me when I go to work. It helps. It's helpful to remind ourselves frequently. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's an interesting book to carry around. Do people like look at you funny? Dude, some of the books that I bring in public, there's like some books I just won't bring with me in public because I'm just like I don't even want to have a conversation about this. Um, Luckily, recently I've just been reading philosophy, so people just think I'm a nerd. I mean, maybe they're right. Who knows? But yeah, nobody said anything. But when I was reading like more esoteric stuff, like I'm not gonna take like a Manly P Hall book in public. You don't show anyone. Dude, I bet like someone would report you to HR just because they're like, that's how sensitive people are nowadays. They're like, he has a book that says war on it. Oh, I think he's a threat. Like, that's literally how little people critically think. That's literally some people just, I guarantee you someone would take that perspective. It's just so funny to me, like the lack of individual thought, the lack of free thinking. And I mean, people wonder why there's so much depression, anxiety, all these issues. And it's like, why didn't we think about this? Why didn't we think that maybe the lack of individuality is what's causing all these things? Maybe conforming to society, conforming to these set ideals, trying to live up to the pressures around us is the real issue. But who am I? You know, I love if you said that to a doctor, they'd be like, "No, that's not true. You're not wrong." Yeah, yeah. I mean, to a certain extent, that's true, but to another extent, it's also like looking at it from that perspective is always gonna be detrimental because that's what the people want you to say. That's what those people want you to say because they're like, oh my god, imagine this person. This person just called me a DEI hire. Like, you know what I mean? It's like just don't judge anybody. Just go to work. There's gonna be dumb people of every religion, of every race, of every ethnicity, of whatever category. There's a dumb person in it, and like just judge people on an individual basis. I think that's the best way to go about it. It almost like makes the issue worse because now people like say like, oh, that person's a DEI hire. Like it's probably not the case. It's probably just this person was qualified and they're the best candidate, and maybe that was a consideration, but it wasn't everything. Like they can't just get the job if they don't have a degree. They can't just get the job if they have no experience. Like maybe they're taking a risk, but maybe that's a good risk. Like I think it goes both ways. I think overall, like the corporation is just gonna, try to make the best decision for the corporation, and it might not align with your values, but if you don't align with the corporation's values, just create your own or create your own business. Hey, I want pancakes. It's always a new food with you. Do you just like look at me and you're like, oh my god, I'm hungry? Is that do I have that effect on you or something? I'm just confused. They tread softly at work. Yeah, yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just talking about more so the way I see a lot of people approach this thing. Like when it comes to the job market, that's what a lot of people say, and it's also like I think it's kind of unfair to say. I think it really is because there's a lot of really great people out there, and maybe that's the reason they got the chance. I'm not saying to push this other nonsense. I'm not saying to push this sensitivity because I mean George Carlin has a great bit where it's like changing the language doesn't change the meaning. If you just be passive aggressive about it, it's almost more insulting than just speaking what is actually said. Like it used to be that you got fired, now you get let go. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing. Your family might be out in the streets in a few weeks, but just because they said, "Oh, we let him go. We have to let you go. Your contract's terminated." Like because they dress it up in this language, it doesn't make it any better. If anything, it makes it worse because it's like you're gonna spit in my face and try to be nice about it. Like I mean, it's also like I don't know. I think it's more so culturally. There was policing of speech, especially online, and the trends just kind of caught up. It's definitely going to swing back in the next few years. I mean, like look at Trump, how much Trump won the popular vote by. Like these things are going to swing back. Like they're not going to continue to go this way. Like even Disney's has backed off on it. Even Marvel is going to stop doing all this nonsense. So like I'm telling you, in a few years, we're gonna be like, all right, maybe some censorship was a good time because things are about to get crazy. And I'm not saying that like don't censor people because of their beliefs, but like if they're going overboard, you can't just say everything. You don't have to censor if people are cultivated, if people aren't disrespectful to each other. But it's like when we're promoting like anger towards each other, I think it's a different story. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it also like dresses up the corporation. Like Raytheon has a good ESG score. Like why does a defense contractor have a good ESG score? Like it's just overall a stupid argument, and it just goes to show that like you can't judge a company based off metrics. You can't judge a company based off of what they say they're doing. Like you actually have to look deeper than just the surface layer. And it's just like most people don't. It's just human nature. And it's really, really sad. But again, like the entire stock market's based off of people playing around with your funds, people playing around with your retirement. And then if they lose money, they don't lose money, you lose money. Like, it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm only going to be on for like an hour tonight. No, knowing Christina, she's going to meet like an insane person, and it's just going to be the most toxic relationship ever. I can tell already. I mean, I think love at first sight might be a thing, but we're also jaded in a way by our past relationships. And if you can get over all that stuff and you meet the right person, there's nothing wrong with, falling head over heels. But I think most of us bring our trauma and the things that we haven't resolved in our psyche to the table. And this is why all relationships break down. They lose money, then you. It's so insane. Do you want to know the funniest thing? This is one of the funniest things that I've learned in law school. So it's not technically a pyramid scheme unless most of the money comes from the pyramid element of it. So as long as you make money outside of the pyramid element of the scheme, as long as people are buying the shitty product or in some way there's more profit than through the ladder system, like it's not a pyramid scheme. So technically you could just like have a pyramid scheme as long as this is not legal advice. I'm just saying this is how the state views these entities. It's just so baffling to me. And this is why they're allowed to keep like going on. Find me a man, help. Christina, you're a lost cause. Yeah, yeah. Like honestly, I think you should love the person at the start of things. I think you should be head over heels in them. Like if you don't have feelings for them right away and you're reluctant about things, that means you're not able to give all of yourself. And I'm not saying to be dumb about it, but I'm just saying like if you're not 100% open to feeling things, like how can the other person be open, and how can you actually tell that it's going to work out? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all symbolic of the mind. How do you find love? You have to find yourself first before you can find love. You'll never find love if you're looking for someone. You only find love when you're not looking. You only find love when you're 100% content with yourself. When you can sit alone in your room on a Friday and just chill, and you're not like, oh my God, the love of my life's out. Like, it's when you're not seeking someone. That's when they come into your life, and it's literally with anything. Like, when you're needy, when you need something, it's very unlikely that it will ever come to you. This is with relationships. This is with money. This is with a job. This is with whatever it is that you can think of. If you need something, it's not going to need you. It's when you don't need anything, when you're not seeking anything, where the the energy just aligns, the universe just aligns, your mindset, your aura, your body language, like everything's just gonna align to allow this to happen. Yeah. Christina's too hungry to run. What's up, Jessica? How's it going? I will have to, that's my love. Christina, you just have to stop being so toxic. Stop getting in school suspension, it'll come to you. We're trying to help out Christina, but it's not working out. She's a lost cause. You can't make any promises. Then nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna be different. If you don't make any changes, how do you expect different results? It all comes from either changing your mind or changing your actions. I mean, the two kind of align, but like you got to do one of the two. At the very least, you can do both. Doing both is the surefire way, but one or the other. I am worried. It's Christina. Like, we're not talking about a normal human being. The normal advice I would give, the normal advice I'd give would be like, it'll find you, but I don't think it's gonna find her. Is that right, Christina? Wow, you're not gonna listen to me, Christina? Come on. Why'd you hide her? Be the snack. Did you get banned, Christina, again? Damn. Can't believe you. Always getting banned from everything. That's a good thing. That was an accident? Sure. Definitely. It's always an accident when Christina gets banned. That's what I've heard. I mean, I was all for it for a second. No, you're not banned. You won't be able to message if you're banned. Sure. Sure. I believe it. I believe you. What do you guys want to talk about? You're always banned because you say stupid stuff. I mean, it's pretty simple. You read Blavatsky yet? I'm not reading esoteric stuff right now. I'm reading a lot of philosophy. I'm just like, I don't know. It's hard for me to apply esoteric stuff, so I can't like justify it right now. There's like so much other stuff I have to do. Does that make sense? I'll get to it eventually. It's just not right now. Like I have like 20 books on my desk right now that I've been saying I was gonna read. Because right now I'm not like super into the esoteric stuff. I know it still, but like it's not like I'm not like, oh my god, I need to find out this. Whereas like I wanna right now I'm reading Dostoevsky. I wanna find out what he's about. I wanna find out what a lot of the ideas that we're hearing in the school system, the ideas that shape our morality are really coming from. Because I mean, it's really like the 19th and 20th century philosophers who have such an effect on us right now. That's where most of Western thought comes from. That's where most of our ideologies come from. Yeah, I mean, it's all the same symbolism. That's the thing. It's like I don't like I see the symbols everywhere, and I'm just like, I already know what this is. Like Blavatsky, she's basically just explaining that all religions are the same, right? That's her whole thing. Let me look it up. Yeah, she was the Theosophical Society. Yeah, it's just all religions are the same. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, it's probably an interesting thing to go into, but it's just I like it's not something that's new to me. Like maybe when I first started reading about this stuff, I feel like it would be a lot more interesting, but it's just is what it is. And mainly people all read her too, so it's like I'm getting it secondhand. Should I get back with my ex? No, you never get back with an ex. If it didn't work out the first time, why is it gonna work now? Are the problems gonna change? Have you done the work on yourself? Has he done the work on himself? Is anything gonna be different, or is it gonna be more of the same, and you're just gonna be clinging on to what was? Well, see, yeah, the sphere thing. Let me look it up. Alright, this is not something I can read real quick. There's a locality which is it's probably just eighth density, right? I don't know. It's probably yeah. I have to read about this. I mean, it's probably just like transcending the reality that we know from what I'm looking at. Yeah, Christina's just don't go back to the past. Move forward. Smile. Yeah, exactly, Christina. What happened? Come on. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't also done one of these streams at like a consistent time, so the A sphere is just like the collective. It's just like everything. That's all it is. I mean, I'm sure I'm vastly oversimplifying it, but that's what it seems like to me. I also only spent like 5 minutes going through it. I can't see him. Yeah, she got married midstream. I officiated it. Where's he? He's from Norway, Norway or Sweden, somewhere like that. Um, Christine, he was just into Christina for the green card. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, okay, not to like destroy, like, the thing is, you can always conceptualize these ideas much simpler than the way these people are explaining it. Because these people are explaining it just so that everyone thinks they're smart. Like, they're going into the biblical references, they're going into the symbolism, they're going into all these things, they're trying to prove it, they're trying to explain it, and it's just like, you can usually just sum up what they're trying to say in two sentences. I mean, Jung spent his entire life explaining the unconscious, and you can just explain it in 30 seconds. Like it's always easier to just do that. And then if you could do that, then you can start reading it again. You're like, all right, this makes sense. But basically, it was just saying like it was the combination of realms beyond this one, like the mental plane, the astral plane, all that stuff. But again, I might be wrong. If you don't wake up with it, then it didn't matter. Yes, pretty good way to. No, you know what, Christina, go back to your ex so that we have good stories for the stream. We need to hear about all the we need to hear about all the dumb stuff you're about to do, all of the mayhem you're about to cause. That's really what we're here for. We're not here to learn. We're just here to listen to Christina say some of the dumbest things you've ever heard. Right? Yeah, and it's like, does it even benefit you to go into that granular details? Like, I think that's a lot of like, that's like a lot of the issue with like reading the esoteric stuff. It's like, if you just read like a vastly oversimplified thing, you can kind of get the same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Christina's like comic relief. Use his clothes as rags. What? That's just weird. Oh no, it's okay. I know what it is now. It's not what I said. It was. Is he ever coming back for his clothes? So I was wrong. It's like trying to explain like ghosts basically. It's saying absolute divine abode along with an unhealed mental plane makes human consciousness connect with the eighth sphere, or the dark realm made up of residual souls who have failed to evolve, are banned from taking physical form, and possess a distorted, maligning causal and mental plane attributes. Okay. So basically, it's saying like condemned souls, like people that didn't. It's like a dark collective unconscious. You have to spook people to get them to believe in ghosts. He texted me to come get them, like right now or recently. Yeah, I mean, I can read more into this. I was trying to read it while I was on stream, so it's some higher collectiveness, but oh, it looks to me like it's the inverse of the. So there's a good collective unconscious and a bad one. That's what the drawing looks like. He's texting me now. Just tell him to go fuck himself. That you're busy watching my stream. Come on. You got more important stuff to do. Dude, if he wants to go come get his clothes, don't put up with the bullshit. Just mail it to him. Or drop it off at his house. Drop it in his mailbox. Like, that, that, like, did you break up with him or did he break up with you? That's really the issue. Like, if you broke up with him and you're interested again, maybe that's a different story. But if he broke up with you, then he's just lonely. That's how we'll describe it. We'll keep it PG. Even though I curse every like 5 words. Here's the thing. Alright, just drop it off at his house at another time. Don't. Because what he's gonna try to do is he's gonna try to talk you back into it. That's what always happens. But, and are you like, are you? I don't know if you're sane enough to just keep your head cool and just be like, I'm good. Don't cut it up. That becomes a ritual. Then it becomes more significant. If you just give it back and don't think twice about it, then they no longer exist in your brain. Remember when I told you, you know you're over your ex when you can look at a picture and it means nothing? That should be the same thing with getting rid of their stuff. Like, if it's a big deal to you to get rid of their stuff, then you still have feelings for them. If it's, you literally just drop it in a mailbox and you're like, whatever, I never see this person again. Don't make a ritual out of it. You're literally imprinting on your mind that this person is still significant in your brain. You're making it worse. You're making your situation worse. But you know, you do you. I'm just saying, it's stupid. Don't do that. That's might be a crime too. Depending how much the clothes are worth. Bro, you're an idiot. You're just stupid. That's stupid. Like, genuinely, it's you're making the situation a bigger one in your head. Like, you're choosing the worst possible action. You're choosing the action that's going to imprint to your mind that you actually still care about this person. Maybe you do, but that doesn't mean you have to act in grand ways. You don't have to burn their clothes and send it to them, make it all dramatic, because you're really just stoking up your emotions. You're really just forcing yourself to be, either angry or mad. But like, the thing is, any sort of emotions towards someone is relationship material, kind of. Like, you can always turn hate into love, but indifference you can never turn into anything. So it's like, if your ex still hates you, you can still get back with her. I shouldn't say these stuff. If she still hates you, you can still get back with her. If she doesn't give a fuck about you, you're done. You're as good as a hobo's hair. Like, yeah. Like, genuinely, he's just gonna think, this chick's crazy. I made the right decision. Like, you're just making things worse. Like, nothing good comes from what you do, because wow, I feel good for 5 seconds, and then you're just back to crying again. Like, that's literally what's gonna happen. No, I mean, it's just the truth though. It's like, I mean, dude, we've all had our heart broken. We all have had to get over it, and it's like, you don't have to make the worst decision. Always make the best decision. Always do the thing that's gonna make you feel the best. Always do the thing that's going to leave the least consequences, because it's like, dude, is it worth it to spam text somebody? Is it worth it to go out and seem like a clown? Like, it's never worth that. It's never worth degrading yourself to be with this person. It's always more respectable to leave something on your feet than leave it on your knees. He's texting me. Block him. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care if he's texting you. You don't have to answer. You know how many people that text me that I don't answer? Doesn't mean anything. They're supposed to be like, oh, you go crawl back to him. Don't. No, that's stupid. Again, you're just making the situation worse. You're stoking your emotions. You're making it seem like this person still has any say over your life. They have any control over you. They have any hold of your emotions. Like, it's just stupid. You don't want to give your emotions to anybody. Give your emotions to the people that actually care about you, not the people that cheated on you. Give your emotions to the people that actually love you. Like, you only have so much emotional energy, and you're gonna use it for hatred. You're gonna use it for bad. Dude, honestly, Christina is probably the main demographic for that show. Yeah, yeah. Block him. Why, bro? Don't say. Why are you saying this in chat? What the hell, Christina? There's something wrong with you. What the fuck, dude? Like he's sending you unsolicited. Like, unless unless you're like into it. I don't. I would just block him. That's just crazy. That's like borderline a crime. I don't know if that's a crime, but it's close. It's definitely not ethical. Well, Christina, talk to us instead of your friends that are telling you to burn his clothes because that's some of the worst advice I've ever heard. I hope that wasn't your idea. I hope that was someone around you. I hope it was theirs. Well, I mean, depends what state you're in. Depends how old they are. Depend like there's fact. If it's unsolicited, it can be. It would have to get to the point of harassment because you could always justify it as like, oh, I thought the situation was escalating to this. You could always say it like that. But if you send 1,000, in like a day, you're you're going to jail. You're just Chris Hansen's knocking on your door. Like that's probably how it's gonna work. I would assume the because there's a statute in every state called de minimis. So basically, like if you do something that's not serious enough for the court to waste their time on, then it's they just throw it out. So it's like that would probably be that. If it was like several, if he was, if she blocks him on the phone, then he goes to her Instagram and does it too. Like that would be like that's when the police might get involved. But you can always call the police. It's just like you need certain levels of evidence to proceed with a case. You need certain like you just need a judge just needs to be able to see it. A judge needs to be able to say like this meets the burden of proof. And the burden of proof is different for every judge. The situation is different. It really all depends on the facts and everything. But yeah. And it's like also like who's to say what stalking even is? Like there's not a defined like what level is it stalking and what level is it you just trying to talk to her? This is gonna age so poorly, but like legally there has to be a distinction. Like you know what I mean? Like every time you text an ex, it can't be like, oh my god, he's stalking me. It's just like no, he's just trying to get in contact with you. But if it becomes like scary, if you're afraid for your life, if you're afraid for your safety, I think that might be. Let me look up the definition. Legal definition. So I don't think I've learned this before. Okay, it's the act or crime of willfully and repeatedly following or harassing another person in circumstances that would cause a reasonable person to fear injury or death, especially because. Okay, okay. Oh damn, you have to fear injury. I didn't know. I thought that was damn. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Well, again, if it is really that crazy, we don't know the situation. You know what I mean? You don't exactly know, but it's yeah. The reasonable person standard is. I mean, that's how a lot of criminal law works. That's stalking, I think. I mean, I'm not an attorney. You can, sure, you can call someone about that. I'm sure there's some hotline, some resource. I don't know. That's like borderline. Like, I don't know if that's a crime, but it's close. You might be able to get a restraining order. Yeah, no, I know, because you're crazy. It's always like if you like crazy people, you are a crazy person. That's speaking from a former crazy person. Sorry. See, Gemini. Yeah, no, that's Christina. That's actually kind of serious. That's not good. Virgo. Is Virgo and Libra even good? What kind of sign is Virgo? Is a Earth sign. What kind of sign is Libra? It's an air sign, dude. You guys aren't even meant to. That's a terrible match. It's not a good match. Those Geminis. Well, it's the twin. Yeah, obviously. They're like. I think they're like the most likely to be bipolar. Christina, how are you a Libra? I'm reading that it's the sign of balance. It's just not you at all. That's literally like the opposite of you. I know what he is. To be honest, I think we all have more. Yeah, I mean, that's just like the unconscious conscious. We all, there's parts of ourselves that we never allow society to see. And the more we can integrate all of these characteristics to just be us at all times, the happier we can be. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was thinking Christina was like I was feeling like fire sign from her, just with like the craziness. She said she's Puerto Rican though. That makes sense. Very passionate people. Where is it in audio? Dude, he's probably contacting the authorities. He's probably trying to help you, Christina. Or he's like figuring out how to ban you. Occasion calls, yeah. Well, if you can integrate the whole, that's where absolute bliss comes from, but it's damn near impossible, especially nowadays. Dude, I'm a Taurus, everything, so it's Scorpio right now, and like it's just like chaos. So rough. Are you a Libra? Me? No. Damn. It's a match made in heaven, guys. Is two Libras good? I don't know if it's a good pairing. Oh yeah, that's right. You're a Leo. Stay away from me, Jessica. I gotta keep you at arm's distance. I'm scarred for life. You're an Aries. Jessica, like now that I know that, I'm like terrified of you. I can never look at you the same way. Guys, banner. Right? Is that a bannable offense being a Leo? No, we can't ban her. All right, Christina, I'll listen to you for once. If it was anyone else saying it, I wouldn't listen, but because it's Christina, I'd listen. What's wrong with Leos? I just don't do well with them. It's just like there's a square, so it just means there's a lot of conflict. It's just a personal thing. Nothing wrong with them. It's just compatibility wise, it's not great. love the epiphany, so maybe. You know, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with any sign. Like even your opposite sign, you can be friends with. It's just it's bound to bring up issues. It's bound to bring up conflict. There's always going to be like butting of heads, and it's like, can you get over that? So with some people you can, with some people you can't. It depends on other factors. You know, like some people are more understandable than others. Some people can deal with issues better than others. Some people can communicate when they're angry better. Like it's really more a testament to the person than it is with the sign. Um, but yeah, I mean it's like everything is, you know, it's not like ideal. You're not balanced at all. You're the most insane person I know. And I don't even know you. That's the craziest thing. I'm saying that and I don't know you. Like Jessica definitely just said that before I said that. Like she's just gonna agree with what I just said though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Astrology gives you like the unconscious traits, the things that like kind of motivate you, the things that you tend to be like, but it's really more so about your upbringing because it's even like any anything you can say. Like there's a lot of people that were born with a silver spoon that become assholes. There's a lot of people that become nice people. Like it's just the scenario doesn't always like there's no rule without an exception. Yeah, I think we're all unbalanced emotionally though. Headstands, that works. Is that because of blood flow? Never heard of that. Oh yeah, that would force less thoughts. It's an interesting way to do it. Yeah, meditation is just what I do though. Can't do a headstand, that's all. I'm gonna grab my charger real quick. Wait, is everyone taken here? Yes. Christina, stop trying to hit on people in my chat. That's crazy. That's the only reason you come here. Okay, okay, that's interesting. I didn't even know that. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but that was not something I was like I've read anywhere. Christina, why are you like in my chat? Yeah, I think you are. Should we all like point and laugh at her? Christina, just go, just go back with your crazy ex that's sending you unsolicited pictures. Only to get info. Half of women under 30. Really? What is it for men? Is it like 60%, 70%? I would think it'd be more, right? You guys are smart. I mean, dude, staying single is nice because like it lets you figure out your own shit. Like I feel like a lot of people, especially when they get out of relationships, they rush into a new one to like feel like they're part of something. But like, if you can be happy single, it's a great thing. I love my girlfriend because I know she's watching, but it's just you know, like like being okay with being single is when you can find a good relationship because you're not sacrificing your values to, you know, appease this new person to be like, you know what, this person doesn't check all the boxes, but you know what, she's really attractive, so I'm gonna date her. Like we've all made that decision so many times, and like how many times has it worked out? Never. Like don't sacrifice your standards for the sake of being in something. Like it's okay to be single, it's okay to be alone, it's okay to like, you know, be yourself. It's like most of your life you're gonna spend with yourself anyway. Like, are you gonna be afraid of those times, or are you just gonna enjoy them? Damn, that's crazy. I know there's a big movement to not get married though. Like a lot of different communities are pushing that off. I think the average age of marriage is like going way back. Like I think it used to be like 22 and now it's like 29. Yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, if that's your path, that's your path. Like, and the best part about that is you came to that conclusion. You did that yourself. Whereas most people, like, they regret having kids or they regret getting in this relationship. Like, dude, you just do you. Do what makes you happy. And maybe that changes one day. Maybe that's different, but like, that's awesome that you found out what you wanted. I'm from the USA and I fit this. Where are you from? Country. I don't want. Don't share your address. Damn. You have one and one on the way. I think if you just try to be a good dad, that makes you a good dad. UK. Yeah, UK is isn't it crazy over there right now? I feel like there's like a big cultural shift going on there. Oh god. We don't need more Christinas in this world. That is the absolute last thing we need right now. Imagine just like 10 Christinas in the chat. It would just be I would stop streaming. That's all you gotta do. Just find 10 more Christinas and then I'm gone. You'll never see me again. You'll never hear from me. Originally from London. What do you mean long time ago? Like 10 years? 15 years? I went to London in 2012, but I was too young. I couldn't. It's like what cultural, shifts am I gonna pick up on in the 1 week I was there? I want like 12 kids. Oh God. Lord help us. That's all I can say. 12 Christinas is one of the scariest things I've ever heard. Maybe 16. Oh my God. It just keeps getting worse. I don't like this. I'm gonna like open a stream one day and it's just gonna be like, can I marry anyone here? How many kids can you have? It depends. Um, you have to start really young to get as many. And who knows, honestly, because depends on your health, depends on just genetics, depends on the age you start having them. Um, there's like a science to it. Like you'd have to time it perfectly, and I don't know if anyone's done that. You know what I mean? It's like you only have a certain amount of eggs, so like the sooner you start, the better. No idea. Yeah, yeah. That's what I used to be like. I want only boys, but I'm like, I feel like it'd also be fun to have a girl. There's like certain experiences that you'd be like, I just think it'd be cool. And my girl is gonna be like tall, so like 80-90% of guys aren't even gonna hit on her. It's perfect, right? You have a boy. That must be, dude. That must be so fun at that age, because they literally just like Legos, and I love Legos. So it's like I would just play Legos all day. Midi hypnotic. Christina, that's the funniest thing you've ever said. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Oh my god, this just fell. You guys didn't see that. That's all over the living room right now. Oh god. You want two boys? Yeah, dude, I'd be scared too. It's just like. Yeah, it's kind of like. I mean, there's one argument that like it inspires people to be more responsible. Like that's how it is. My friend's Vietnamese, and that's how it is in his community, where like people have kids young so that by the time they're old and they move out of the house, like the parents are still like 40, 45. Whereas like more in my circumstance, like my parents are like 60, and it's like, I mean, they don't have to like, you know what I mean? It's like they don't have the same energy that they would if they had me younger. Some people think that it makes you just more responsible, more, I guess, moral, more conscious, more, I don't know, not as self-serving. Damn, what did your parents ever do to you? Now we've been over this, you know, like I say. Yeah. And it's like that's the best mindset to have. Like there's a lot of people in this world that like they make the excuse of like, well, never had a father, so I never learned how to do it. Where it's like there's also the same person that was like, I never had a father, but I tried my hardest, and I really hope I was a good one. Like it's the same scenario can lead to different outcomes. So always choose the better one. Try to do the best mom I can. I mean, that's all you can do. It's really all you can do. You hope. No, I mean just saying things like that. That's enough. There's a lot of people out there that don't say things like that. There's a lot of people out there that they see their children as burdens and not as, you know, a little ball of light that's literally half of them. So, I mean, it's really sad. It really is. Damn. I was about to say, I was like, oh, what's going on there, Nadia? I was gonna hold that in the back pocket, but good thing you cleared that up. I was like, that doesn't add up. That math's a little off. Thank God I didn't read it, right? The Hypnodio is giving all of his childhood trauma right there. There we go. There we go. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that sucks. Losing someone so young. Like that's the age when a boy really starts to need a father. Like when when they're becoming like And when they're going through puberty and becoming like a man, that's really when the father's there to instill the values to ensure that they grow up in the right manner. They're not doing stupid things. They're not allowing their rebellious side to take over and, get them in trouble that they can't come back from. Like that's really such a big issue. Like, dude, we all become stupid from like the age of like 14 to like 22, and then we all start to calm down after that. And in that period, you just have to not make a giant mistake. You just have to not go to prison, or do something that you can't get off your record, or mess around in school so much that you can't get into college, or you have to make up for it in some way. Like, just not making a mistake when you're young is such a big advantage on most people. But yeah, it's really easy to do if you have a good role model, if you have someone in your life. But it's really hard to find that guidance in anything, because it's like I don't know. It's not like these aren't conversations my mom could ever have with me, because she didn't feel the same, like, I don't know if anger, but it was just like discontentment with the world as I felt, as many other people feel. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's a lot of scenarios where they're not good people. There's a lot of scenarios where a lot of messed up shit happens. So that's like one of the biggest predictors of childhood abuse is a step parent, which is really sad, because it's like you entered into this person's life, you love them, but you don't love their child. Like, it's kind of crazy to me. It's like you don't have to like take it out on the kid. The kid didn't do anything to you. It's just so sad how like messed up a lot of people are. Yeah, that's awesome in Maya. Yeah, I mean, it's like the one of the saddest things is the foster care system is just so messed up. Like, so much injustice, so many bad things happen. And it's like, dude, the Republicans really want to, ban abortion. Like, I would not support it, because fix the foster care system first. Fix the foster care system and then do it. You know what I mean? Like, they have all these safe haven laws now, but it's like, dude, that kid's not gonna have a good life, most likely. That kid's gonna be, stuck in some group home, and it's all kinds of terrible things happen there. All kinds of terrible things. We don't even have to get into it. It's just like, however bad you think it is, it's worse. It's just so sad. Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm sorry for you, Christina. I'm sorry. Not many people understand what that's like. Not, I don't understand what it's like. I haven't experienced it, but like, I mean, I've read enough to know that it's never a good experience. It's never a good thing, and it really sucks. That's good. That's good. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good role model in your life. Still 10 toes. What's up with you and feet? Every time I'm in a stream, you bring up feet. What's good with that? You trying to tell us something? And fingers. All right, that's not as weird. Still, why is that like your metric of a successful life? I was expecting you to have a unibrow. What, did you guys not also picture Christina with unibrow? That's literally like how I imagine her up until now. I'm dumbfounded right now. Yeah, my world's been flipped on its head. Damn. You took it further than I did. That's messed up. Yeah, yeah. There's so much that's like, I mean, it's like with everything. Like, there's only so much words can say, and inherently we can never really tell people how much they mean to us, but we can at least try. And I think that's the most important thing. Like putting in the effort, at least attempting to say how significant they have been on our lives. You're having super deja vu. You're not Bigfoot. I mean, I thought you were, but I guess we were really all proved wrong one day. Why are you saying bro what? Why are you gonna bro what me, Christina? I've always been nice to you. I've always been so nice to you, and I'm getting this kind of treatment. Yeah, we know you're short. You said you were like 5 foot like a month ago. Of course I remember that. I'm just imagining. Yeah, deja vu can be a piece of dreams. It could be the future. It could be a different reality. It could be a past life. It could be all of that, or everything at once. It's like up in the air, and you can't really interpret it until after the fact. But you can take away a little bit from each deja vu experience. You can understand a little piece of the puzzle, and that might be enough for a huge breakthrough. You got beat by point 0.5. Damn, you're that short? That's how short my ex girlfriend was, and like it was literally like up to my rib cage, like right above my belly button. It was so funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the if you write down your dreams right after you wake up and you go back to it months later, you can kind of understand what was going on. That's really the only way to do it to write it down. Um, I'm just too lazy. I'll if I wake up and I have a nightmare, I'll analyze it right then. I'll be like, what was that about? And then I'll figure it out and I'll go back to sleep. That's really what I do. I've had a lot of really interesting breakthroughs to that and resolved a lot of issues that way. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like scared or there's something going on, like think of it symbolically and try to rationalize it, and that it's usually like the most calm you'll feel ever. Gonna eat pineapple makes you taller. I don't think that's true. I mean, you're already done growing. Damn, Hypnotic, you had to ruin her dream. She's gonna cry now. That's so funny. Damn, you really had to ruin her life like that. I've been writing down my dreams lately, hoping something true. Yeah, if you're getting taken out in your dreams, it's not a good thing. That's like self hate. If you have any sort of negativity in your dreams, that means there's a part of yourself that you don't like. I mean, it's not a fun thing to realize, but once you realize it, then you can start to change it. Like you got to think of your subconscious as like it's telling you what you need to do. It's just a matter of can you observe it and can you um, figure it out? Can you decipher what it is that your mind is asking you to do? And a lot of times it's like you can't really. It's not an easy thing to do, but that's where a lot of the growth comes from. So it's like just facing that and being able to slowly chip away at the pieces because like it's not a fun process, but as the process goes on, then it becomes more and more exciting, then it becomes more and more rewarding, and that's really how we have to start viewing it. If I'll give you guys a hint. If you can control your dreams, that means you're going to do great things in this world because that means you can shape the pictures you see in your mind. If you can shape the pictures you can see in your mind, you can shape your self-image. Love your books, reviews, man. Keep it good review. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to like read different types of things. I feel I was getting bored with the stuff I was reading, so yeah, stay tuned for new types of books. Are dream books helpful? What do you mean dream books? Um, I don't know. The snake means different things. Like it's like the dualistic. I don't feel like explaining what the snake means. It's so stupid. It's genuinely so stupid what the snake means in occult circles. It's like the only animal that's both a phallus and a like the snake's mouth looks like an opening. We'll just say that. Um, yeah, can do that if I wake up and go back to sleep. Okay, that's good then. Yeah, if you can do stuff like that, then you can really make a huge difference on your life. Some people don't have that faculty, so like just wear it as a badge of honor. Like sometimes your dreams might be bad, but like know that you can always change them. And if you can become self-aware in your dream, you can literally do anything in your life. It's going to kill me. Pineapple's not going to kill you. Pineapple's really good for what is it good for? It's really good for inflammation. It's a digestive aid, immune system, eyes, antioxidant, cancer prevention, cardiovascular health, wound healing. Does that help? I looked it up on Google. Any sort of fruit is good for inflammation. It allows your body to break down the mucus in your body. Your mucus is the thing that causes inflammation. It's the thing that causes all of these issues. So if you can eat more fruit, it's always going to help you out. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's why fruit juice, like fresh fruit juice, is literally some of the best things you can put in your body because it's one, instant energy, and two, it's gonna break down all the mucus. Like if you listen to my voice now, and you listen to my voice 3-4 months ago, it's a lot less nasally. It's a lot less mucus. I don't have to go. I don't have to do stuff like that. Like obviously, there's still mucus in your body because like I would have a full head of hair if there wasn't. And it's like, it's mucus is really what causes a lot of adverse health issues. And the less amount of mucus we can have in our body, the healthier we're going to be, the better our body's going to function, and the better we're going to look, the better we're going to feel, the better we're going to think. Like everything just improves when we reduce this one thing. But the problem with the modern American diet is everything is mucus forming, everything is acidic, everything goes into your stomach and can't be absorbed 100%. And that's the real issue with the food system. Like it's not really about the calories, it's more so about the absorption. You ever look into are you talking about, bro, why are you saying this in my stream? Do this in your own time. Experiment in that in your own time. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, berries are good. Overall, it's just like any type of fruit. There's the argument that like every fruit is GMO, but it's like, dude, a GMO fruit is still better than any GMO animal you're gonna eat, any GMO vegetable you're gonna eat. Like overall, it's gonna be easier to digest than anything else you're gonna eat, and like the more fruit you can eat fasted, the better you're gonna feel. That's really the golden rule. I don't know. How would I know if it's true, Christina? How would I know? Like, in what world would I know that? Maybe Hypnodia would know. I don't know. Oh, ask her. What? Right, we're not talking about that. I don't want to embarrass her like that. We don't go into those details. Yeah, ask Hypnodia. He'll know. Bro, haven't you been hungry this whole entire stream? You haven't eaten anything? Christina, what's your favorite food to eat? When your stream ends? You fast based off my streaming schedule? How kind of you. That's kind of funny, actually. Christina, you're so nice to me. I don't deserve a subscriber like you. See, Christina, come on. Putting the man on the spot. Yeah, that's why I don't have any idea. I don't listen to what people tell me. Intruder alert. What? I'm confused. Why'd you say intruder alert? Small soldiers. What was that? Oh yeah, I have. Dude, that was such a good movie. You're bringing back like repressed memories right now. Yeah, I remember that movie. I watched it as a kid and I was like, oh my god. I don't remember Intruder Alert though. I think I was too young to. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? I'll stay on for a few more minutes. Before you lost power. What about before you lost power? I love that book. It's a really good book. Um, Give me a healthy diet. Christina, you're in my school community. Go in my school. I have my diet plan there. Yeah, give me a part of the 40 Lost Power to talk about. It's like such a diverse book. Shaped like a bluskit guy. How am I supposed to break in? What are you talking about? Yeah, Christina, go on my school community. I have a what's it called? It is called the only diet info you will ever need. That'll help a lot. But Why you gonna, don't say stuff like that. But yeah, let's talk about 48 Laws of Power real quick. First off, I still have to get someone to edit all of the parts into one video. I've just been lazy. It's like one of the projects that I'm really putting off, and I have no idea why. I don't know if I want to redo them. I don't know if I want to go through them again. But one of these days I'll do a stream where I go through each and every law. So if that's interesting for you guys, then I think you guys will like that. But if it's not, it'll be fun for me at the very least. But I think it'll be fun to get the input live. I think it'll be fun to talk about examples live. And the thing about the 48 Laws of Power is it's not just for you to use. It's for you to recognize. It's for you to understand. It's for you to say like, okay, like I've seen people use this on me in the past. I've seen people take advantage of me through this means in the past. I've seen this same pattern, and now the next time it happens, I'm going to recognize it and remove myself from the situation. I'm going to position myself in the best way so that I don't succumb to this thing again. And I think that's the real power in the book. It's not so much about the manipulation aspect, because you're never going to be a master manipulator. If you have to read the 48 Laws of Power to learn how to manipulate people, you weren't born with the gift. Just give up now. Just use it to avoid being manipulated. Like, if you really want to get good at manipulating people, you're going to have to learn psychology. You're going to have to read the 48 Laws of Power. You're going to have to get good at, wooing people over, seducing them, finding the indirect way to suggest things, make people think that the idea they're going with is the idea that, you didn't give them. Like find ways to implant ideas in people's minds. Like, there's so much more that goes into it, and then it's also like body language. It's also inflection. It's also tone. It's also being able to be vulnerable when you have to be cold when you have to be, knowing all these things. Like, there's so much more about manipulation than just the 48 Laws of Power. So like, don't even read it for that reason. Read it to not get manipulated. That's really my take on it. But I think 7 Hermetic Principles, a video on that. I think that's an interesting idea. Yeah. Always. This is. I don't like to say this. This is something I learned when I was younger. Like, you can always stretch the truth, and it makes the lie better. You can always tell some truth, and sprinkle in a little bit of lie, and that's always the best way to do it. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm doing what I was thinking of doing was doing a video on the 7 Hermetic Principles, and then I'm gonna finish the course on the 7 Hermetic Principles tonight, so that I'll be like, well, if you want this written down, if you want to see the course on this, if you want to be part of this community, go ahead and join right now. I was just gonna do it that way. So that video will be out soon. Government has a lot on the field. Yeah, I mean, you have to be somewhat of a liar to be in politics. You have to be able to look people in the face and be like, I want the best for you, even though you're like literally fucking them in the ass. Like, it's like honestly like so funny how Kamala could go to all of these states and say that I'm gonna represent your interests the best after they didn't give any relief for the hurricane. At least Trump could say he wasn't in office, but like Kamala saying that I'm gonna help you and she still hasn't done anything for those people. Even if she lost, if I lost the presidential election, I would still try to help those people. I would still try to give back in some way. And it's just like, and it would be the same thing if Trump was in office. He would go there and say, I'm going to help you, but he didn't. Obama did it too. Obama went to Flint, Michigan, and he literally got the tap water, put it in his mouth, and then didn't swallow it. And it's like, these people are all liars. These people are all fake. And it's just like, you gotta be somewhat of a faker. You gotta be somewhat of a liar to become a politician, because nobody really knows who you are. Not even your family, not even yourself. You have to hide all these parts of yourself. You have to always be tact. You always have to be somewhat strategic, and that inherently makes you an inauthentic person. It makes you a liar. It makes you, not trustworthy. So you need some of that to be a good politician. I mean, there's no world where Teddy Roosevelt can become president anymore. There's no world where any honest man can become president anymore, and it's really a shame. It really is. The lies, the fiction, yeah. But yeah. Was it 8:45? it good to be flexible? It's good to be flexible in certain moments. Um, you, do you mean flexible with your attitude or flexible with your body? I don't know what you're talking about, Christina. It's good to be flexible with your attitude just in general because you need to understand that whatever's motivating you to feel that certain way, the other person feels the same on the inverse. The other person has their own perspective, and you need to be able to understand their perspective and give them a little bit of sympathy, cut them a little bit of slack, see their side so that you relent in your pushing forward for your ideal. Body, I mean, flexibility of the body just improves overall health, so it's a good thing to do. I guess some guys are into it. I've never really been, but yeah. Yeah, but Gollum's not a good example of anything. I think the better example is Saruman. Did I say that right? Where he started off as a good guy, but he got so corrupted that he betrayed everybody. Or you can look at King Solomon. King Solomon is a good example. King Solomon was basically gifted with the wisdom of God, and he eventually became um, completely unrecognizable person. Nice cap, thank you, thank you. I didn't think they were gonna pull that game out to start it. The first half they looked terrible. I literally was about to turn the game off, and then the Cowboys became the Cowboys of this year. So you're stuck. Where you stuck? Are you trying to stretch or something? Yeah, I just picked that up as I said that. My eyes are like bluish green. Actually, they're like grayish green, and like there's like a tint of blue, depending on the lighting. Bro, you like a turtle or something? Bro, Christina's like a ninja turtle. I swear. I wish I had I wish I had the stream set up so I could just show a picture of a turtle. You look good. Do you model? No, no. I don't have any hair. If I shave my head bald, maybe, but it's just, bro. How she get stuck like that? Bro, what the? I'm just like imagining this right now. And I'm just like what we're hearing right now. What she's describing, nobody else in the world would do. Literally only her. Literally only her. Bro, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna help you? Maybe this is a sign to work on your mobility and flexibility, Christina. I think this is like a clear indication that you need some work on that. How'd you roll? Where were you? Were you on the ground and you rolled and you couldn't? I I have no words. I genuinely have nothing to say right now. Dude, Christina gives me nightmares. Christina was in my Discord for a total of 2 hours before she got banned. That's just the type of person she is, you know. Leave it to her to do something like this. It's always like perfect though because she always does something stupid when I'm running out of things to say, and it always just carries me for the next like 20 minutes because I could just keep laughing. You're on my bed. How's your hand stuck? What? Where is your hand stuck? Yeah, dude, my Discord's just brain rot. No, my Discord is just me sending links and nobody else saying anything. It sucks. Sometimes you get stuck. I can't get over Christina. She's just something else. It's just like what in the world, like, just it's just like there's nothing can. Yeah. No, I appreciate the hypno audio because it's always cooler when it's not just me. Justice for Christina. Does she deserve it though? Does she? What? Christina, is there anyone there that can help you? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Where's your hand stuck? I'm so confused. Cannot move. Why? You paralyzed or something? What? I'm so confused. Where? What? How is your arm stuck? What did you do? Your mom is just laughing at you? Damn. Twerk. No, if Christina starts twerking, she's gonna get more stuck. Watch. Your bars that are connected. Your arm's just stuck. How did you get? Well, the thing is, if your arm's in there, you can get it out. Just get. Oh wait, you can't get butter. Get your mom to get butter. How did you do that? Dude, Christina's life is not real. Like, genuinely, she doesn't make any sense. I, I don't know what to tell you. This is just something else. It's like every time Christina joins, the stream just goes off the rails. Just like always. Yeah. like like not a day goes by where she joins where some calamity doesn't happen. Like yesterday when I was streaming, she got in school suspension. The day before that, like she almost got into a fight. The day before that, she was like she walked up to some guy and said, "I'm gonna eat your face off." Like, should I move back? I mean, I just try to try to get your arm free. I mean, I guess all you can do is really struggle, right? I mean, just stay calm. Just stay calm. That's the one thing you can do. The moment you start to freak out, the moment you start to get anxious, is the moment you're gonna stay stuck. But just relax. Just take a deep breath. Calm yourself, and then try to just move. Try to inch your way out of it. Just if you're not in pain, don't worry about it. Just you're gonna get out. You're fine. Hypnaudio gives bad advice for the first time ever. Don't only move your butt and legs. You have another hand. Are both your hands stuck? What? I was just, I have no words. I truly have no words. How did you do this? How did you get stuck? How are you stuck in your bed? Like, just like what is going on? Christina, you don't just need our help. You need professional help. You're typing with one finger. Did you say your mom's laughing at you? Get your mom to help you. Be like, Mom, I'm actually really stuck. You need to help me. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you have your phone on you, so you can always call for help if it gets bad enough. Just literally just try to get out. If you can't get out, call someone. Like the systems are set up to help people. Don't. Yeah. Well, I think she needs the psychiatrist now and later. In like a handstand kind of. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, it's like if you stay in any position long enough, it's gonna. Just tell your mom, Mom, I actually need help. Like, if your mom's there, you're fine. But I mean, she's gonna laugh at you until. Have your mom take a photo. Yeah, send it to the Discord. Even Voldemort can't do it. Dude, your mom is just not taking your nonsense. I mean, to be to be honest, if I was your mom, I'd be done with you too. I'm already done with you, and I don't even know you. You just like mildly inconvenience me sometimes, and I'm fed up sometimes. You in your underwear? Okay, yeah, we don't want to see that. That's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Tell your mom to put clothes on you, and then take the picture. Right, guys? I think that's what has to happen. Your mom is recording. Oh my god. That's so messed up. Yeah, exactly. Why? Why? Like, again, this is really all just your fault. You're trying to get flexible. Well, you got yourself stuck. How'd that work out? What time? It's 9 o'clock for me. I only do my word moves. Yeah, I don't. I just don't. I don't understand how she got herself stuck. That's like. That's the confusing part for me. I just like. I don't. I don't know how to deal with Christina. Bro, stop talking. This is you. All right. I'm starting to get hungry. Um, this is devolving. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. This is just. I don't I don't feel like dealing with Christina anymore. So again, Christina is the reason I'm ending this stream. I hope you get out, Christina. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you're not on my Discord, go ahead, join my Discord. If you're not in my school, completely free right now. Check that out. I'm gonna release a 7 Hermetic Principle course later tonight. Love all you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Christina, I will help you, I promise. I will convince your mom to help you out. If your mom's there, you're fine. Don't worry. Good night, guys.